Hello, Richard Lehwald, BioEnergy Wellness Care, and I am very much caring for people's benefits in life and how to raise their vibration and move on. So I have a good friend here, Blue, who I met originally 5 years ago and have seen his transition, particularly in the last number of months. He's had some major recovery, and Blue's going to share his story. When we first met, I pointed these wands, these energy guns, at Blue, and of course most people, when they've seen this, is so foreign, and so the things I do are quite different from wherever. In 5 years, nobody's gonna come forth and say, hey, I'm doing something similar. I don't want to claim I'm the only one, but through all my videos, I'm also trying to get people to be active with this. So we have these available, we have training available, and some people have already participated in the program. But this is quite an impression on some people. What are you doing with these wands, with these guns? Are you shooting some rays? Are you gonna kill me with them? And so Blue can tell his experience when he first met me with these wands. So go ahead, Blue. Welcome.
All right. My name is Blue Mankuma. I'm an actor, singer, songwriter. I've done over 200 films, and I want to get back to it as soon as I can. But first, I have to take care of my health. That's how I got introduced to this whole situation. I have a very close friend. His name is Robe Hardnett. He called me one day and said, have you heard of cupping? I didn't know what he was talking about. But he's such a close friend. He didn't suggest that I go visit Jennifer. He made an appointment for me. So I said, okay, I'll show up. And that's how I got introduced to Jennifer and the cupping thing. And through Jennifer, I met Richard. And Richard was here. They were both operating out of this location. And Richard's right. He said he called them wands, but when he raised them up, they look like ray guns. I thought I might have landed on a different planet or something. I was under attack, but no, it was a way to measure what's going on with your system, and very effective. Everything he said was true. Everything Jennifer said to me was true. So I knew I was in the right place to get some wonderful things done for me that could take me down that road of recovery that I so want to travel. And there are many things I've come in contact since I met these two amazing people. And I'm sitting on one of them right now. I don't know, what do you call the pads?
Well, they're called coquex cushions. Coquex, which means the tailbone. The tailbone is the foundation to the spine. So we always have to address the foundations.
Yeah.
You get a crack in the wall, you don't correct the foundation, it's going to come back.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So while we're working above and doing with all these other things, the more we understand what's out of balance in our body and what gets us to perhaps go back to the previous condition. Because this is what happens with a lot of people. They participate in so many processes and whatever, right? And you're good for, a couple hours, couple of days, maybe if you're lucky, a couple of weeks, and then you're back to having to do the same treatments over and over again.
Yes.
But, I come from an energetic perspective, and I look from the base, from the feet. Mm-hmm. Feet is your foundation. Traditional Chinese medicine says feet first. But you're looking at the feet, like here. If you look at a triangle, at the top point, what's there? It's the tailbone. So when our feet go off and nobody stands perfectly level and square, it pulls the tailbone in one direction or another. The moment you sit down, tailbone will collapse in the direction by which it has been weakened. Okay? So, tailbone is the foundation of the spine. The spine is the major power channel in your body. Okay? So when you collapse that foundation, the level of energy in your spine, down. And then everything gets gridded off the spine. Yes. Then the energy there flow goes down. So that's why the benefits of the treatments dissipate either in a short time, maybe a little bit longer. Like I say, the average person probably gets anywhere from 2 hours to 2 days if you're lucky, 2 weeks, back to the same thing. So we find this routine. So by me, once again, because of my wants, I test. Things come before me, I gotta test it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just ideas. Again, I feel being connected with the universe. These ideas drop before me. I look at something and test this. Wow, solution, right?
Yes.
So these questions are around, but nobody has been able to really test. So 90% of my clients, I said, look, if I'm gonna do any kind of situation, treatment, whatever you want to call, you need one of these because I want you to have sustained benefits.
Yes,
okay, and so that's going to hold up. We're actually building you up, taking you from this level. Okay, lets you hold on to it. So once we're building up, it gives the potential of everyone regaining more complete health. So, anyways, this is the gift with the wants are amazing. And it's just like, yeah, I'm so inspired by them because it's like it's an extension to me. Like my hair, why I grow my hair? Because the long hair is connected too. It makes me more in tune with the energy. And it's proven native people in North America, it gave them the senses. They sensed where the buffalo were or the enemy was or something like that. Other societies has used that, okay? So whatever we could connect, it's like seem to be in this society because we become so materialistic and we're so programmed to view things what's in the box. When we look at the outside the box, actually, and always I say that this knowledge exists in the universe. There's nothing new under the sun. It's there. And once we open up, but to some people, particularly some people have been highly educated, they said, what have you been smoking? You know, where did you get all this stuff from? Where did you go to school? I said, you know what? The universe is my university. Do you have any degrees? Yes, 360. It's all around me, right? And so the more I get connected, things that come my way, I will check. I will think about it and I'll do it. I'll try it on myself first and I go, when it really manifests, I go, wow, I have to share this. So I'm always about sharing. Why do I share? Because I care, right?
That's right.
I love life. I said, you know, live, love, life. And you live in love. Love is what? It's the bridge, okay, that connects and produces more life in a way that we should be living. And today, we know a lot of people are into me, myself, and I, and, you know, it just widens the gap. Everybody's trying to outdo. No. Another thing that has become to me that's very real. It's not me. I'm even still working on that process. I take me to we, and then it becomes us. Because we're all in it together. So whatever I can bring into this, you know, to humanity, to the planet, okay, is help to raise their vibration so that I can build everybody up. It's not about me. It's all about all of us. Let's better ourselves. Let's be all happy together. Help each other out, assist. Because once we start operating more as one, you know, we're not going to be, oh, this is mine, you know, and everybody starts, you know, keeping it. No, what's mine is theirs. So you become willing to give, and you love to live, to give, because you're helping somebody that might not be in that position. So the latest thing, of course, we got reconnected here just quite recent after the 5 years. It's because of this 5D health program that we're on now. Because where's everybody else operating at? In a 3D world. We're now transforming into a 5D world. So this program, I really strongly believe is going to get us into that 5D. Why? Because we're connecting with the universe. All our levels. Physically, emotionally, mentally, soul. Everything also opens up and we become more balanced. We take our vibration from this level and we're going to take it to that level. We're going to look down below, everybody's scrambling at this level in fear and everything else. And, you know, we're out here, we're peaceful, we're calm. And we can then, as we come in contact, our vibration, people can feel it. Hey, how come you can feel this way, live this way? Are you not concerned about this, that, and that? No. You know, I don't live in fear. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Why do we need that, right? You know, and so you know, it's a wonderful. It's exciting to me, and you know, want to share. So tell us your story as to what the 5D Health Management Program has done for you.
I shall indeed. I want to say, in relationship to what you just expressed there, that my friend Ken Brooks, he owns a restaurant called the Lion's Den, and he always says, I'm not above you, I'm not below you, I'm with you.
Yes.
One love. That's what it's all about, you see. And you start with loving yourself. And in that regard, to have optimum, maximum health, who doesn't want that? I certainly do. I do dialysis 3 times a week, 4.5 hours a crack. It's pretty much taken over my life. It's okay because I want what it can give me. I want better health. And I've known from the beginning that my kidneys are going to come back. I know how, but I know it's because they will tell you in the hospital, they say, well, you'll be doing dialysis for the rest of your life. I said, apparently you don't know me. That ain't gonna happen. But I will adhere to protocol and do it as long as I need to do it. But that's why I'm here with these amazing people, because I think there's an avenue through this that's gonna take me where I wanna go. I wanna have my life back so I can get back on set, be able to go on location and work with these wonderful people. I've had an amazing existence up to this point, and I only want it to continue to go down that road. So I've got the cushion, and Richard's right. You can feel the energy. You sit on it, you feel it coming through, and there's no mistaking it. It's one of the most wonderful things I've come across. And I plan to keep doing that and this other wonderful thing we're involved with. Should I talk about the herbal moxie?
Well, yeah, what it did for you overall, of course.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to just add to what you're saying, right? Because today they're saying, I heard the statement like maybe 3 years ago, sitting is the new smoking. Okay? Again, where the energy goes, the blood flows. Yeah. When your tailbone goes out, your energy goes down, blood flow goes down too. Yeah. And blood delivers, once again, oxygen, nutrients, all the critical things for cellular survival, right? So, and how easy is that to do? So I like to keep the things in simplicity. If I can add things to people's lives, I say, sit, but sit proper.
Yeah.
You know, and sitting on that cushion will balance you out and your energy goes up.
Yeah.
Now, that by itself is the best investment a person could ever have.
Because you can be sitting there watching TV, having
Driving.
a meal, driving. Yeah, I just experienced that today for the first time. Because when I leave the house, I always forget to take it with me. But today,
you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, make it a habit, right?
Shall indeed. Yeah. And that's true. How much simpler could it get? Put it under the tailbone and go and do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, but you know, see, there's many of these configurations, okay, that people think, okay, this is a specific one. Once again, I've tested a whole bunch, okay, and I discovered that this is the best, and it's cheap. Okay, like inexpensive, so easy to do. So simple solutions.
Tell them the name again. What's it called again? Because I can't read.
Coquex cushion. Coquex means it's in the tailbone.
Okay.
But it's made out of a gel foam situation. And when you sit on it, it levels your buttocks out as well, and your whole body becomes more straight. How many people got crooked spines? Exactly. This will help them in all that direction. Yes. So now that you've been on the 5D, I call it plant-based, right? It's all plant-based. Yeah. So it's basically, it's food.
Yeah.
It's a food-based program, right?
Yes. Over 370 herbs.
Fruits, roots, you name it, right? It's too many to name, but all we know, it's just like, look, it's plant-based, it's what been given it, and so let food be your medicine, medicine be your food, always, number one, right? God, the creator, the universe has provided this for what? For our healings, our sustenance.
Yes.
But in today's world, everything is controlled, processed. They take the life out of that. But there's a principle. Life gives life. So let's consume the things that gives us life.
That's right.
So what tells your experience from when it started, like 18 years ago, basically, some of these things started to manifest?
I had just started going to college, and I was about 18, and I noticed that my ankles were a little puffy. And I had these shoes that left an indentation around my ankles. I didn't know what was going on. I went to the doctor. He said, we'll give you some salt pills, get rid of the water. And I did absolutely nothing. And it was a series of those kinds of experiences for years. I went to doctors because the swelling over the years, it took a lot of years, it increased and increased incrementally, but it eventually, they were like that huge, that big. And I didn't know it was related to the kidneys. Not one doctor ever said that to me. You know, they would do test after test after test, and then they said, well, we're not sure. It culminated in one day I was at my friend's house, and I had to throw up, and I was on my way to the bathroom, and somehow I lost my balance. I kind of bounced off the wall and fell on the floor. And I found that I couldn't get up. I couldn't roll over. I couldn't do anything. I was there. And they ended up calling the ambulance, took me to the hospital. And that was the beginning of my dialysis journey. That was when the kidney issues manifested to such a degree that there was no getting around it, and no acting like there's nothing wrong. It was just like, okay, this is in your face. You got to do something. So I began doing dialysis, and it was effective. I used to be a huge dude, and they started taking the water away, and I shrunk right down. I had no idea over all of those years that the reason I was carrying so much weight was water. The kidneys couldn't expel it. But it's knowledge is a very powerful thing. So knowing that, it gave me incentive to continue doing dialysis and do it diligently, because I could see the results right before my eyes. But like I said, they said to me I'd be doing it for the rest of my life. I wasn't down with that. So I'm always a person who explores, as Richard says, outside of the box. And when I heard about cupping, then my friend made the appointment. I met Jennifer. Wow, that was a huge change. She told me a lot of our problems start from what's going on in the gut. No one had ever said that to me before, certainly not in the medical profession. And she began cupping me, and Richard uses wands and things, and I've been on this journey for about 5 years, because I'll follow Jennifer anywhere. Yeah, she's done amazing things for me up to this point, and I don't think that's going to change. So I did. I came and tried it, and it's amazing, because it goes through the bloodstream, and as you know, the blood goes everywhere in your system and gets to all the organs, everything that's going on in your body that shouldn't be going on, it gets there and starts to correct it. I'm so down with that. That makes perfect sense to me. So I feel like I have discovered something that's going to liberate me from this whole dialysis regime. At some point, I'll keep on keeping on. But when it goes down, I'm going to let you know. But before I go back to the films and before I do anything, I'm going to sit in front of a camera and tell the world, holy smokes. You got to get down with this. Now, just so you all know, as I said, my name's Blue Man Kuma. Some of the films I've been involved with are 2012, Look Who's Talking, and Bird on a Wire, to mention a few. And as a singer-songwriter, I want you to know this. You can go to Bluman, BLUMAN.bandcamp.com and hear my CD. Now, I love doing that stuff. That just rocks my world. And I want to get back to it. But as I said, first thing I have to do is take care of my health. And that's what I'm here doing. That's what it's all about. I highly recommend everything this gentleman is telling you. Give it a whirl. Because if you got health issues, and we all do, this is a very, very, very effective way to address them.
We live in the wonder of things. Like, it's sometimes just, to people, it's almost like magic.
Yeah.
But it is.
But it is, yeah.
You know, it's just because it's something different that we haven't experienced or seen, we call it magic. Mm-hmm. You know, when I'm working with my wands, sometimes people say, "You're a wizard." You know, and I'm okay, we have fun on that, because it's people's interpretation, understanding. Mm-hmm. But when you start seeing it more and acting, it just doesn't become, it's reality, right? Yes, and in that, with working with the five senses operating at a 3D level, it's hard to perceive. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's kind of like, I do the videos to help people to break through some of these barriers. Yeah. You got to be open, look at it, open your eyes, open your mind, okay? And then participate and try. And then all of a sudden, it's like the universe is big. The universe is growing. We need to grow. We have this life to live, okay? Love your life, live it, expand as the universe is expanding, and you get to the fullest, and you love it.
Yeah.
Now, in the end, what I'm looking at for people is this, health, wellness, healing is an inside job from a cellular level. Yes. And when we can do this, because we've seen the benefits of people emotionally, mentally, we can go through all the layers. And then we just go out, get connected with the universe, and life will take on a whole different form. And now we can get excited about life and really, truly live it. So, hey, I appreciate sharing this. I'm looking to your progress and see what's down there, and we'll follow, maybe take some pictures, and who knows, you'll be 20 years younger. Yes, watching the movies. What? This guy, now he looks younger than he did before.
That's his kid. What are you doing?
Yeah, you're a kid now. You sure it's not your son?
Exactly.
All right, Lou, a pleasure, man. That's great. Nice being here.